All right, back to it. Halfway home this Tuesday edition, July 22. Glad to have you with us on Supertalk 99.7 WTN or on a variety of platforms where you can listen to or watch the show. To include TuneIn, Spotify, iHeart, really any place that music or information, podcast are downloadable and available. We are there. You can find us on our own app, Supertalk 99.7 WTN. Of course, we're always on the radio, 99.7 FM, from Alabama to Kentucky and all points in between. And then there's Talk TV. Anywhere you go, if you've got Talk TV, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, or Rumble, we're there in all of our glory. We appreciate you being there. Give us the old thumbs up, like, subscribe, do whatever you need to do to promote. Maybe tell a friend or a neighbor about the radio show, the television side of things. We certainly do appreciate it. Ken Weaver's back in the newsroom. Jackson Williams controlling the experience. My name is Matt Murphy. Glad to have you with us. So, all right. So there are the Nashville Business Journal is spilling the beans. All right. So, Ken, I'm spilling the beans.
Okay.
At least what I know. What I have heard, all I know is that I got permission from Source A that I can spill the beans, at least for what I know.
Okay.
And that is this. We saw the stories, the news reports a couple of months ago, maybe not even 2 months ago, about Nashville being a possible site for a boring tunnel. Now, I don't mean a boring tunnel like, boy, this sure is stupid. This does not pique my interest. I mean a boring tunnel like the company, Boring. How about that name for a company that does drilling underground? They called it Boring.
That's good.
I did a report one time, Ken.
Yes, sir.
On it was our technical theater class.
Yeah.
And in technical theater, they're building the sets and making sure all the sets and all the properties were designed properly. And my subject was drills. I mean, I had to do a report on drills.
Okay.
And the title of my report was "Drills Are Boring Tools."
That's the way to go, man.
I thought it was pretty good.
That is real good. You should have got an A just for that.
I think I did get an A, but mainly because it was kind of an easy class. But anyway, so one of those basket weaving deals. So the Boring Company, which is a majority ownership of the Boring Company, is owned by Elon Musk. He owns over 50% of the company. But they did this. I want to say it's like a 3-mile tunnel out in Las Vegas. And apparently it has been met with wild success. Nashville was named some months ago as a possible site for one of these deals. What we are told, and obviously plenty, as my grandma used to say, there's plenty a slip between the cup and the lip. You know what that means, Jackson? Things can get screwed up real quick. It ain't over till it's over.
Until the fat lady sings.
Until the fat lady sings. Until they sign on the bottom line. But anyway, so there's plenty of slip between the cup and the lip. But we're told that Monday there will be an announcement, Monday morning, regarding an agreement between the state of Tennessee and the Boring Company to build a tunnel between B&A Airport and downtown Nashville. That's what we're told.
Well, I'll be.
I'm also told that the Boring Company attempted to create a partnership between the state of Tennessee and the city of Nashville, and apparently leadership in the city of Nashville wanted nothing to do with it.
Well, of course.
That's what we're told. We are told, and I'm working to confirm and get people involved in these discussions, that we were told that, no, we don't want to have anything to do. They're more interested in taxing people more and putting more buses on the streets. By the way, a proponent or an opponent of this plan who has already publicly stated that she is absolutely against it will be on our radio show at just after 3 o'clock Friday.
All right.
Her name is Representative Afton Bain.
All right.
Afton is coming on the show. She's presenting herself as a candidate for the 7th Congressional District, and let's see if she's changed her tune. I mean, this would seem to be right up a liberal's alley. This is a tunnel to take gas-guzzling, pollution-belching cars off the street and provide electric vehicle access from B&A Airport to downtown Nashville for the tourists that come into town. What more does a liberal want? That seems like a wonderful idea for liberals to embrace. But sadly, apparently, the liberals in the mayor's office didn't want anything to do with it. And other liberals, and I suppose this is because it has something to do with Elon Musk, and they don't like Elon Musk. So you see how these people do? They make their decisions on what they think is best for the city and best for this state based on the people they like or don't like or political affiliations, not what is actually best for our city or for our state. And this is an absolute no-brainer. Consider that if my information is correct, I'm told that this opportunity is being offered Nashville, Tennessee at zero cost to the taxpayers. That all they have to do is get agreement with the state involving state-owned property that they can then bore underneath. Secondarily, there are some private property considerations that they had to get in line, and they've already done that, I'm told, and that will be announced on the 28th of this month. This is, well, I understand 9104 says Elon has a history of dropping the ball on these projects. It would likely be a disaster. Elon also has a history of doing pretty good projects that aren't, I mean, the Tesla automobile is pretty good. What project, I mean, pray tell, I mean, if they sign on the bottom line, I mean, you can poo-poo it. That's fine. I understand there's going to be haters. There are going to be people that hate this idea, and they're going to scream and yell about how awful it is, and it'll never get off the ground. Is this not a wonderful opportunity? Now, when I say that it would benefit the entire state of Tennessee, I believe that. I believe that it will benefit the state of Tennessee because it will continue a nationwide or international belief that Nashville, Tennessee is, in fact, an it destination. It's a tourist city. It's ready for business. And the tourism department announced that they are down. I don't even know if they announced this, but it's my understanding they're down almost 20% year over year. I mean, a project like this would benefit the new project that's going on the East Bank. It would improve logistical ability to move people swiftly. I'm told that it would be roughly somewhere in the neighborhood of between 5 and 10 miles of tunneling. I don't know. Y'all can call me naive. You can say that I'm very excited about the possibility. It's futuristic in its nature. I mean, my God, Elon has a history of dropping the ball. Elon went to space, you jerk. Like, he said, I don't want to depend on the government to go to space. Why don't I just go to space on my own? And you know what he did? He went to space. I'm just going to go ahead and build a Cybertruck, and everybody laughed at him when he released the Cybertruck design. Look at that, how that happened. But anyway. Yes, 7464. It's my understanding that the way that this occurred, they went down a state highway that a majority of the route, and I don't have the exact route, I've not been told that, but a majority of the route will be on the path of a state highway or on a series of state highways. And there are some private property considerations that they have to meet, and that they've already done that. 3376, she wants a big dig. This is not a big dig in as much as it's not government funded and it's not government controlled. It is a private enterprise, and that the access will be controlled by fares or fees. You will not be able to take your own car down the tunnel. Those cars will only be Tesla. And they will, I'm told, originally they'll be driven by people, and eventually the entire tunnel will be automated.
Oh, that's so cool.
Is that not cool?
So
That's really cool.
there will not be any fee.
No. There will be a fee.
There will be a fee. Okay.
But you won't be able to take your private vehicle in the tunnel.
Dude, that's going to alleviate traffic.
So think about all the tourists that are getting Ubers at the airport right now.
Yeah.
Or cabs at the airport right now. They'll be taking the tunnel.
That industry doesn't like this.
I'm certain. I am 100% guaranteeing you that whatever the lobbying wing of Uber, Lyft, and the cab companies, whatever lobbyists they have, they are against this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I wouldn't blame them because it's, the horse and buggy industry was against the automobile too. So, yes, and 09, the dude that said he has a history of dropping the ball. Who dropped the ball on that project in D.C., bud? 9104. It wasn't boring. It was D.C. These city, look, you're like, well, he had projects listed in D.C. and Chicago and L.A. and San Jose. All of those cities refuse to do business with Elon Musk. Just think before you speak, guy. The cities refused to agree to arrangements. The company wanted to agree to these arrangements. The cities refused. And frankly, it's my understanding it's not just, okay, you can hate on it all you want, 91. What do you want to do to alleviate traffic, pal? Just you tell me. I'm listening. Or give us a call, 615-737-9986. Listen, I'm not here to fight with you. I'm sure that there's plenty of people that will be against this, and I'm not one of them. I'm frankly kind of excited about the possibility that exists. It feels like the future, if you know what I'm saying. Chuck says, Matt, I like the idea, but I wonder what they will do when they have to cross the river. They'll have to go under it, is what they will have to do.
Ooh. How deep is that river?
I don't know, Ken.
I'm going to look that up right now.
I don't know, but I mean, logistically, there are 1,000 different questions that we should ask, that we can ask, that we will ask. All I'm telling you is what I'm hearing is that there are preparations underway for an announcement to be made as early as next Monday, this coming Monday at 10 a.m. That's what I'm told. I don't have it confirmed from anyone within the governor's office. I tried to get confirmation and could not get confirmation, but I have it in two different ways from two different sources that I trust enough to be able to share it with you on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Jay, what do you think about it? Jay's up next on Super Talk on our phone lines. Hey, Jay.
Well, you already stole one of my ideas. Of course, a lot of the transportation companies would be against it, but how can you be with it's not going to cost the taxpayer, there's going to be a fee, maybe the city, the state can benefit from that. Plus, like I say, you're going to take cars off the road. I think it's because, if taxpayer money was involved, then, maybe some politicians could siphon it off. But other than that, I think it's a great idea, and I don't know why they're not born two. Run one from BNA and, hell, run one from Opryland or some other big spot in there, or from the Titan Stadium.
Well, hey, Jay, you're right on target because my information, my little birdie told me that originally – when there were attempts to talk to the city, that they were talking to them about Opry Mills Mall. They were talking to them about Titan Stadium. They were talking to them about various locations around the city, and the city kind of shut all of that down, and so they just kind of reverted back to the state. Proof of performance, do the original idea, and then maybe the city will jump on board after the fact.
Well, I'll tell you, I think old Freddie McConnell, he's just a little bit better than old Hot Lips Barry we used to have down there, but you thought about bringing having a big hole in Nashville. I thought you were going to bring her back as mayor. I'll end with that. But y'all have a good day.
Thank you, Jay, for the call. Hot Lips Bear.
And the laugh.
That's a little before my time. I got it at 100 feet deep, about 100 feet.
Yeah, let's say average depth is about 90 feet.
Okay.
However, it can vary significantly.
Yes, to answer.
Up to 400 feet in places.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, I guess you could just put a tunnel in. I mean, you don't have to go under.
Yeah, you could.
I mean, there's a tunnel. I mean, I don't know how that would work, though. You'd have to worry about water. I mean, I think it'd be easier to go under. I don't know. I don't understand how any of this works. If you asked Matt Murphy to do the tunnel, let me promise you something. You ain't getting a tunnel anytime soon. Bob says, under river or not, I assure you they will be boring through limestone rock. I'd be interested in who's paying for such a project. Apparently boring. I mean, yes, it is through limestone, and according to boring, that is not a problem. And I'm told that they believe that the entire project can be done by 2028. Now, I don't know if that's a dream scenario. I don't know what that is. That's just what I'm told. So, look, a lot of considerations, a lot of concerns, a lot of questions. Generally speaking, I get excited about these types of things because this just feels like the future, doesn't it? I mean, a tunnel from the airport to downtown?
I'm telling you, man, that my whole thing with this area is traffic. And if that, I mean, that sounds like that could significantly reduce the traffic impact.
Yeah, I don't know how many tourists. I mean, most of the tourists that come to Nashville, I mean, a lot of them are driving, sure. But a lot of them are flying, right?
Yeah.
I mean, our conventions, people coming into town, the Tennessee Titans. I mean, Nashville is a destination for opposing teams that play the Tennessee Titans on an annual basis.
Right.
I mean, think about all of those people. They want to get to those downtown hotels. How do they do it? They do it through cabs. They do it through Uber. They do it through Lyft. Now, they're just taking the tunnel.
Well, and just think about holidays, man, whenever, it's backed up onto 40 from people trying to get, to the departures.
Man, I understand that there are people that have many, many questions. I have many, many questions. I just love it. I love the idea. I love that the state is ready to receive it. And some are saying, well, they wanted to do it in Chicago. They said no in Chicago, and they said no in D.C. Well, why? Why do you think they said no? Why do you think Freddie O'Connell in Nashville said no? Politics. Sadly. Politics. 23 after the hour. Super Talk 99.7 WTN. We'll come back with more of your calls. The media is largely attempting to ignore the fact that there are calls of treason on the table against several upper-level muckety-mucks in the Obama administration. We'll talk about it. Thank you, Ken Weaver. Lots to get into. Man, I'm looking at the Boring Company, BORING company.com website.
Yeah.
Why tunnels to solve the problem of soul-destroying traffic?
Yeah, there it is.
Talking your language, Weaver.
Yes, sir.
Roads must go 3D. That either means flying cars or tunnels. Unlike flying cars, tunnels are weatherproof, out of sight, and will not fall on your head.
Well, see, you don't have to pre-treat the roads in tunnels. It can't snow on.
I think this is funny. I think they're trying to be funny. So to solve the problem of soul-destroying traffic, roads must go 3D, which means either flying cars or tunnels are needed. Unlike flying cars, tunnels are weatherproof, out of sight, and won't fall on your head. Tunnels minimize usage of valuable surface land, do not conflict with existing transportation systems. A large network of tunnels can alleviate congestion in any city, no matter how large a city grows. More levels of tunnels can be added. So they've already done some incredible work out in Las Vegas, and I understand that our topography is completely different. I understand that we've got limestone and river considerations, but this is reportedly happening, or at least a big announcement's coming on Monday, and my sources tell me that it is all but a done deal that there will be an announcement about B&A to downtown Nash. And in my world, that's great news. That's huge. Huge for economic development, huge possibilities for what it means for the future of Nashville. I just hope and wish that Nashville would be on board. I hope the city's on board. You know what? Say what you will about old Freddie. I hope he's standing there on the stage Monday. If they're on the stage with Governor Bill Lee and somebody from the Boring Company, I hope Freddie's there, because that would give me an indication that they see the value in all of this. And if they're not standing on that stage, that means that Freddie O'Connell is such a petty human that he is putting politics in front of what he wants to be his number one focus, and that is traffic congestion. There's no other explanation for it. It is 5:30. Nincompoops coming up, plus your calls on Super Talk. Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Thank you for all of your comments, your concerns, your telephone calls. We'll get to Nincompoops here in just a moment. Airport to downtown tunnel would not go under the river. No, you're right, 4418. It would not go under the river, wouldn't have to. But it's my understanding that the master plan, at least if my information is correct, would involve spurs. And some of those spurs put it this way, they want to go from the West Bank to the East Bank. They 100% want to go into East Nashville if they get this done. They're not just going to go to one. They want to go to Opry Mills Hotel and Gaylord Opryland Hotel. They want to go out there.
Ah, yeah.
They want to
even think about that.
Look, y'all go to this website. Go to boringcompany.com and see what they initially did in Vegas and see what they're doing in Vegas. They're building tunnels all over Las Vegas as we speak. And, obviously building in the sands of Las Vegas is not going to be the same thing as tunneling in the limestone of Tennessee. I just, Robert says they're going to drill all these tunnels and then the world will collapse. Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they'll find, what were those, remember the Journey to the Center of the Earth, Ken?
Yes.
What were those they found those like cave creatures down there.
Yeah.
I forget what they were called, but H.G. Wells did that story originally. They were creepy.
Saw the reboot. Pretty good. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Do you remember you know the creatures I'm talking about?
Can't think of their name.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the movie in like 10 years.
All right, let me get to a few of you. We'll get to Nincompoops coming up. We got Nincompoops on the way, but many of you have held for some time to talk about this possibility of tunnels from B&A to downtown. Mike is in Old Hickory. Mike, what do you think?
Well, Matt, I hope you'll go back in the history and look at the Boston Big Dig. And that went on for decades, and it never got completed, and it cost billions and billions and billions.
They finished the big dig. Hold on, they finished the big dig.
Yep, and it cost billions and billions and billions.
Mike, you said, I don't mean to interrupt you, but you said they didn't finish it. Did they or did they not? Mike, did they or did they not finish it?
Okay. All right.
No, Mike, not okay. Did they or didn't they?
No, they did not finish it in the way they envisioned it.
No,
it
Mike,
would be finished.
was that controlled by, was that a government project?
Cost efficient
Okay.
to the taxpayers.
Okay.
No.
Guess what?
A disaster.
Have you heard?
It was a disaster.
Mike, so do you think this will be a disaster
So
for the taxpayer?
people in Boston.
We're not talking about Boston. We're talking about Nashville.
Okay, let's talk about it. Then we're going to get now granite and all that bang and blowing up and dynamite.
All right, well, let's just do nothing. Well, let's just do nothing. Then. I agree with you. Let's just do nothing.
Are you willing to agree? Are you willing to agree?
Let's
Matt,
just do nothing.
That the citizens of Nashville are going to agree to all the underground around Nashville is going to be blown up.
It's already done, Mike. It's already done. It's already done, buddy. It's already done. Done.
Oh, it's already done?
It's already done.
How? I don't see it.
Wait till Monday. It's already done. The agreements have already happened between the state and this company.
Oh, so they are agreeing now to bring them in and start boring under Nashville, under all of our sandstone,
under your house,
limestone, granite,
directly They're coming directly under your house.
All right, and then let me ask you this, because this is a joke. This is a joke. So where are we going to build it first? From the airport to downtown, right?
I'm sorry. Were you asking me a question?
Yeah, we're going to build it from the airport to downtown. That's the logical thing.
Let me answer your question. The answer to your question is they did finish the big dig. So we have our budget.
What did it cost?
I mean, it was a gajillion dollars. It was a boondoggle because it was run by the government. This is not a government. This is not a government project, Mike. You need to, Mike. I would encourage you to get some facts and then start screaming at me after you get facts. That's all. That's all. How much is this going to cost the taxpayers, Mike? Do you know?
Let me ask you: who's saying this not going to cost the taxpayers any money? Elon Musk?
The Boring Company.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, the Boring Company.
Oh, the Boring Company.
Mm-hmm.
Who runs the Boring Company?
Elon Musk is the primary shareholder.
Okay, so he's going to start digging under Nashville, and moles are going to go everywhere under Nashville.
I've got other things to do, and I feel like these are questions that maybe you could figure out on your own. Don't you?
Matt, please don't fall into this trap.
What trap? What trap, Mike? What trap?
You're falling into another boondoggle thing that you're going to say this is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
No, I haven't said that. I haven't said that.
We're going to have tunnels all over Nashville.
Yeah, what's wrong with tunnels? Mike,
congestion, our driving congestion, because we cannot drive on the roads. We cannot go above ground.
Do they let
we have to go below ground.
Do they let you drive? Do they let you drive?
Who lets me drive? I drive myself.
Who? Your handlers. I mean, surely they don't let you live alone.
Oh, no. What I do is, what I want to know is, Is it going to be in my lifetime? Because you say by 2028 this is all happening.
That's what I was told. It only
So
took.
that means I can come downtown on a tunnel
Yeah.
out here from Wilson County
From the
and go right straight into downtown Nashville in a tunnel.
My
is that
God.
what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay, and so it's all going to happen that fast.
I mean,
2 years from now.
If you
2
believe,
years
if you
from
believe
now.
what these people are saying, yeah.
Matt, I know you're joking, and I hope people in Middle Tennessee.
I've
I hope
waited.
everybody
Just say
in
goodbye.
Tennessee-
Just go away. Just say goodbye real quick so we can get on to other callers that are more productive than you. We'll get to Lee. I know we got nincompoops to get to, but I need to wash my mouth out. I mean, Mike has just left a bad taste in my mouth. Hey, Lee.
Yeah. Hey, how are you? Hey, Matt,
Hey, Lee.
in BG. Yeah, hey, this segment's been boring. Anyway, tell this is your brave UGA fan.
I'm going to get drilled by the bosses later.
That's right. Tell them about Chesapeake Bay Bridge. 17.2 miles of tunnel and bridge going across, and it's been there since 1961.
I know.
My wife and I was in New York City about 2018, but we stayed in New Jersey, went underneath that East River and that one where the dude landed the plane. So you can go under it. Believe me, I live in Bowling Green, like I said, where we live on top of a cave. But, you know, it's okay. They can do that. They have ways of reinforcement, and surely I would believe Elon Musk before I would Mike.
Well, I would too. And, you know, Mike can poo-poo all he wants. And that's fine. I mean, I get it. Mike, you know, I'm certain that when they were talking about building tunnels to Manhattan, Mike was there poo-pooing that. I'm certain that Mike lived in England, and they were like, what? What, a tunnel between England and France? What? What are they going to call it? The Chunnel? Come on, buddy. You kidding me? Let's do nincompoops in the news on
Nincompoops in the news.
Mike does not like jerking my chain. Mike likes being a jerk, but that's okay. I still take Mike's calls. I take all comers for one reason or another, but Mike is testing that patience. Speaking of testing your patience, I apologize for being tardy at nincompoops in the news. Jackson won nincompoops in the news yesterday. Y'all know how this works by now. I don't have to deliver the pleasantries. Jackson, go.
All right, naked man accused of trying to burn San Carlos Park gym to the ground hides in tanning bed. The Lee County Sheriff's Office has arrested a man accused of attempting to burn down a Planet Fitness located in San Carlos Park, Florida. Deputies responded to the gym located on South Tommy-Yami Trail on Saturday after reports of a naked man running through the gym, crawling into the ceiling, and attempting to start a fire in the bathroom. According to Sheriff's Office, Henry Antunez Alvarado was asked to leave the gym at closing. He then began to act erratically. Surveillance footage shows him sprinting through the building unclothed, entering multiple rooms. Alvarado was then seen in the nude, lying down on a hydro massage bed. At one point, Alvarado climbed into the ceiling, knocked down several ceiling tiles throughout the building. Deputies located him hiding naked inside of a tanning bed. He was arrested and charged with indecent exposure, arson, criminal mischief, and providing false identification to law enforcement. Alvarado was also convicted in 2023 for attempted burglary, trespassing, loitering, and prowling.
I wonder why he thought he had to get naked for all that.
Well, he's hiding in the tanning bed.
No, he was naked before the tanning bed. He was naked for the whole thing.
Man,
The whole kit and caboodle.
He didn't want to burn his shirt.
you better be worried about burning your hot dogs.
Your Vienna sausage?
Frank and beans will get all burned up.
Franks
You know what I mean?
and beans.
Ken Weaver?
Yeah, one of y'all got to follow that
I
up.
don't even know. Mine's going to lose, so I might as well follow it. Mine wasn't very good anyway. Mine was a little more serious, but I couldn't help myself because this is real news, and our United States government, full of nincompoops. U.S. states have built less than we were promised. out of $7.5 billion of our U.S. tax dollars, we were promised that we would have EV charging station ports built all over the United States of America. Out of the $7.5 billion of federal infrastructure money that we dedicated to building charging ports all over the United States of America, we have, as of April 2025, built 384 of them, and that cost us $7.5 billion. 384 charging ports operating in 68 stations in 16 states. In May, California and 15 other states sued the Transportation Department, saying the federal government illegally withheld money for their infrastructure. I just want to focus in on $7.5 billion it cost to build 384 charging stations around the United States of America. The tax-paying citizen, sadly, is the nincompoop in this story. Mr. Ken Weaver?
Wagner County deputies arrest 2 after sanitation truck theft and patrol car collision. This happened in Wagner County, Oklahoma. On Friday, Wagner County Sheriff's deputies arrested 2 men who stole a sanitation truck. They received information that a family member of the individual who called authorities had stopped at their residence and confessed to stealing the trash truck. The suspect also told the caller that he intended to kill anyone who attempted to come after him and inquired about where to get a gun. When deputies arrived at the residence, they located the stolen truck. The driver of the truck came to a stop, but then reversed into the patrol unit intentionally, trashing it. Deputies gave orders for the driver and passenger to exit the truck. The individuals complied. Nicholas Llewellyn and John Rogers arrested and charged with possession of a stolen vehicle, possession of burglar implements, and assault with a deadly weapon.
Wow. Well, I guess so.
What are burglar implements? That tools to burglarize somebody?
It's a crowbar, right?
Yeah.
Crowbar, maybe a screwdriver,
Something
flashlight.
like that. Yeah. Anyway,
One of those masks with little holes in them.
they were going to kill anybody who tried to stop them.
And anybody know where to get a gun? Because I'll need that in order to kill you.
I need the accoutrement.
There's nincompoops. I don't even think I'm going to get a vote today.
Jackson's won,
Jackson
man.
is
Jackson's won.
Jackson's in a zone, people. It's either Jackson or Weaver. Vote early, vote often. 615-737-9986 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Yes, many of you on the Super Text line voting early, voting often. Ken Weaver, congratulations on your second place
Thank you, Brother Murphy.
award. Jackson's the man. I'm being told by several on the Super Text line, Jackson, that today you understood the assignment. Congratulations on your second victory in a row.
I would like to thank Mr. Alvarado for being naked in a tanning bed and just going generally insane in Florida.
He's the real winner in all of this, isn't he?
I don't know. I think he might be the loser.
Or maybe he's the real wiener in all of it.
He's not careful to burn his bits off in that tanning bed.
I mean, you got to watch those things. Those tanning beds
they get hot.
That's what I'm told. You ever been in a tanning bed, Jackson?
No, but my sister has a bunch, and she's burned herself. And
Weaver, you ever slid into a tanning bed?
I did, man.
Did you?
I was in a tanning bed, but I wasn't naked.
No, you got to keep the meat and 2 veg covered up, man.
Yeah.
You got to worry about those things. They're sensitive. So, yes, congratulations to Jackson. He is the man. So several of you have noted that in order to get from B&A to downtown, you don't have to cross the river. We understand that. But I had a lengthy conversation, and I apologize. You're right. Y'all are 100% correct. But my understanding is the master plan and the idea would be not just to create a direct route, but would also create some hubs where there would be spurs out to other locations. That would include over the river to East Nashville and to the stadium. That would include to potentially Gaylord Opryland Hotel and that area out there, kind of revitalize that space, and some other locations around our metro region. So that would be the deal there. Daniel, we'll get to you in a moment. We've got 6 o'clock on the horizon. That means news time. We'll get into the CBS Late Show. Bombshell Day, as Tulsi Gabbard continues to detail. I'll just go through exactly what she's accusing the Obama administration of doing it and why she is calling it treasonous. That is on the way next. As promised, Super Talk 99.7 WTN.